Hello, good evening. I hope you're well, and I offer you a warm welcome to another Friday spiritual lecture with light language. So, in the past week, we've been discussing I make no bargains over who I am. Now, here's a question for you. Hand up if you've ever sacrificed a part of your gifts, of the way you talk, of your personality, of your light, in order to appease somebody else. Yeah. In other words, I think we've all done it. We've all had a moment when we have pushed aside a part of our own desires, a part of our own heart, part of our own brightly shining personality in order to make somebody else feel more at peace, in order to help them feel comfortable. And I'm reminded there are times when we do. There are times when full-on honesty can be a little bit sort of overwhelming. When you're so loud, so effusive, and it can perhaps make other people feel incredibly uncomfortable. And every now and again, we're allowed to dim ourselves back and say, I'm going to actually put somebody else first, but we do it because our heart wants to do it. We do it because out of generosity, we want other people to feel really comfortable in who they are. But what I'm talking about here is the times that we have assumed that other people will feel uncomfortable with who we are, and therefore we simply dim our light. We simply shut down our personality. We become less than who we are, and we do it in order to create this bargaining with other people, almost saying, if I am not myself, if I am not as loud and as expansive and as brightly shining as I am, please will you love me? Please will you not hurt me? Please will you keep me safe? And this is completely different. This is us thinking that we are not worthy of love, that we have to do something smaller in order to be worthy of someone supporting us or just being with us. And this screams to the universe, I'm not enough. It says I'm not right, I'm not perfect. And it's such a sad message to send out, because we are designed as we are designed. We are like beautiful pieces of artwork. And if you go into a gallery and see the huge range of artwork, and every person will go in and they'll love some things and they won't like some other things, and that's okay. We don't have to like everything. We wander around and oh, you love this artist, but you don't love that one, and nobody minds. And yet, when it comes to ourselves, each one of us an incredibly unique work of art, an incredible creation of universal energy, not one like the other. An extraordinary, when you look back and think, how many people have lived upon the earth? How many souls have been created here? If there are, I don't know how many billions there are now, but add up all the people throughout history, and not one of them has ever been alike. We are extraordinary. We're each painted with a different brush in different colours. And when we say to somebody, I need to dim my own light in order to be loved by you, we're saying that the incredible piece of artwork that we are is wrong, and that I need somebody else to come and overpaint the tapestry that I am. But gradually, if we do that in time, when people go and they restore paintings and they take off layer by layer, and they say, well, look, you can see what the original artist painted. before it was all painted over. What we end up doing later in life is literally stripping away the layers of falseness, stripping off the layers that somebody else has painted onto us and said, this is what you must be in order to be loved by me. This is what you must be in order to be accepted by society. And this is how I must paint you in order to be, I don't know, part of this family. Little by little, taking away our incredible uniqueness. We are who we are because this is absolutely right for this world, for this time. Your energy, your divine light is needed precisely as it is. And you carry within you, within your personality, within your light, within the way you express yourself. This is not an accident. You carry within all that a mechanism that helps other people to open up, to step onto their path, each one of us interacting with the other, influencing someone to be the best that they can be. And when we turn around to other people and we say, but your light, you need to dim it, you need to shut it away, we're taking away their power to be exactly who they need to be. So it is allowance. We need to allow people to be their true selves. And yes, it is a journey. We don't just step onto it and go, hey, you know what, I found myself. It doesn't work that way. It takes time. It takes learning. It takes acceptance, allowance. And this is the best thing that we can offer, not just to other people, but to ourselves. The allowance to be exactly who you are without bargain, without swapping something in to make you more acceptable. You don't need to be any more acceptable. You are precisely as you were planned. So we're going to allow the light beings now to come through, to bring their beautiful light in order to help us find this place of self-acceptance, to help us to find a place where we can accept others as who they are. So relax back, find a place of ease, a place of comfort where you can rest your head and open your heart and allow. Mora signore siora takora si karama koya. Tanior shin groish kwazaya morada shnaya. Tunjeshora. Chiski varandu yavarake the chukunska. Marodajne arasi. Chamietuishka. Maitino. Marodushki sayo da ramaraji. Titirajkos aikoroshka sky morota shenda. Chinese orange hat, the Varishi, Guzin, Gojim Maradash Nasi, Tidudanaro, Muraki Warashinda said that Aj Morasime, Paradu Chaiko, Iskedonokarjaram, Sim Skin to Kuskijuara, Chinosiet, Chinisitu, Rajumbo Rashose, Chamiora, yet Georgorekinjkosia. Chamio yet in Nojana Bashoshin, Yasi, Turishkajorania. Tani ois no da joran, Jakishoishan no shi or Shotamaran Shisaya take. Tonight, Huaran Chamara Jibazinda Kishasia. Chinya Horashi, Aroisho Shimoshka Yorska Sia the Kisha, Chindioramba, Marabin no the Danshin Jibashuisha Moresia. Tunasia, tomorrow is Nemarisha Kissia. Tomorrow I know Namaro Kuai Morandas Kishkusha. Tazi Arenda, Tadi and Naya Maratashko, you two, 8 to Ramarashun Kiswa, Yitarava, Yatora, Nemaranda to Koyo. Johnny, what they see? Moramba Renda ish, Kayona Marosho sees to a bien nuda. Chaniora, tour a goshe. Maorandashi. Mazigura. Para tudo para coisca, orna, chesi. Mora os shoayo, niamaro. Moransk aerokui, maranda tatishna. Morambushi, tesi. Mawara kursha. Karugukoshe. Karugukoshe. Kurokaishi marajusi. Tunisa. Merauto horanda. Avara sisika. Morandoshe. Morbashi sime. Sisime. Simborantashe. Amora and the care. Si. Shugangwa. Marondo krishikas paradishi. Chimarasi. Mumaran tokushi. Mumarasi tusha. Samhare. They're saying that this world has created such a harshness within us, such a demand that we be something that's in such a small box. And we were not put here to adhere to the rules, the demands of other people. We came here in order to experience, to learn, to grow, to open, and to be like the most beautiful flower blossoming into its full self, so that the divine light of the universe can shine upon it. And the bigger we are, the bigger this flower is, the more universal light we can take in, because there is more to us. So to keep ourselves small actually damages the connection that we have to source, the connection to the universe. We have to be natural. We have to be everything that we are in order to build this beautiful connection that we have and to receive the wisdom that wants to come down. Chamora aikian kusukorokishkusitia tatashnu arondasi. Kamora aikia rakanda korokadaishne si warandocho. Chamusa Matia. Mutashosh haishes yanarkarokosha. Shaisus. Shayora haishes. Hayesha. Tayesa. Tayesoya. Aitia datasi. Tamora hashisa. Hoite, Haishosa, Yasi, Tamora, Sasisha, Keokosa, Tayis, Kamoranda Kojosha, Sia, Sasia Nadarja. They're showing me images of nature, of beauty, and this idea that you would never ask a flower to be less. You would never ask a shell that shines with mother of pearl and all these gorgeous colours. You wouldn't turn to it and say, oh, excuse me, would you mind just dimming yourself? You're too beautiful. We are, if anything, not beautiful enough because we haven't begun to realise just how beautiful we are. And when we open up and build this connection to Source, we begin to finally learn how incredibly special we are, our light, and to learn our real beauty, because this is highlighted to us by this connection with divine love. It becomes the mirror. We are shown truly who we are. And in divine cosmic energy, there are no bargains. There are no closing yourself down in order to receive. You simply are, and worthy, always. So again, another absolutely beautiful message from Source, from the universe. And what is beautiful is that I see more and more people who are beginning to realize that there is more to them, that they are bigger than they have ever thought, and that there is nothing in this earth that is worth throwing away a part of themselves for. And they're absolutely right. So be in your own power, stand in your light, and give away nothing. Give away nothing in order to be acceptable. Thank you so much for joining me here today. And I wish you the most wonderful weekend ahead. And I look forward to being with you here once again for another Friday Spiritual Lecture with Light Language. Bye bye.